All right, let's dive into something that I think we've all felt at some point in our journey of faith. We're going to talk about prayer. And more specifically, we're going to tackle that really big, nagging question: why does it sometimes feel like our prayers are just going unanswered?
You know that feeling, right? You're pouring your heart out, you are being so sincere, you're asking, and it just feels like you're met with silence. It can be really heavy, and honestly, it's the kind of thing that can make you question everything.
Well, the best news is, if you've ever felt that way, you are absolutely not alone. And even better, there's this incredible piece of wisdom from the 13th century sage Ibn Ataillah that offers a completely new way to look at this whole thing. It's kind of like a key that can unlock this entire puzzle.
Okay, so here it is. This is the heart of our discussion today. It's Maxim number 6 from his famous collection of wisdom, Al-Hikam. It says, "Do not let the delay cause you to despair, for he has guaranteed you an answer in what he chooses for you and at the time that he wills." Just, wow. There is so much packed into this one sentence. Let's really break it down piece by piece.
So first up, and this is a total game changer, is this idea of a guaranteed response. First things first, let's make sure we're on the same page. When we say dua or prayer, we're not talking about some kind of spiritual to-do list we send up to the heavens. It is so much more than that. It's a deep, profound act of worship, of ibadah. It's about building that connection, not just making a transaction. And for every single dua, there is something called an Ijabah, a divine response. And this is the core of the Maxim. That response, the Ijabah, is 100% guaranteed. It is coming. But, and this is a big but, it might not show up in the way we expect it to. And look, this isn't just a nice thought. This is a direct promise from the source. The Qur'an is so clear about this in Surah Al-Mu'min. Call upon me, I will respond to you. The promise couldn't be more absolute. So, if the response is guaranteed, then what gives? Why does it feel like it's not? Well, that's where the conditions come in. So that first condition attached to this guaranteed answer, it's a tough pill to swallow sometimes. The answer comes in what he chooses for you, not what you choose for yourself. I mean, let's be real. Most of our choices are based on what we want, like right now. We see something, we want it, and we convince ourselves it is the absolute best thing for us. But our vision is so limited, right? We can only see what's right in front of us. His choice, though, comes from a place of perfect wisdom, seeing the whole timeline, our past, our present, and our future, all at once. The source material has this really interesting word for this phenomenon, waham. It basically means illusion, or a glitch in our thinking. It's that trap we fall into when we mistake our temporary desires, our shahwat, for what's genuinely good for us in the long run. You know, we might pray for that specific job, being so sure it's the one, when in reality, that certainty could just be waham talking. And this really leads to a major shift in mindset. A sign of a true believer, a mu'min, is someone who becomes more certain of what's in God's hands than what's in their own. It's about that radical trust, shifting our certainty from our own shaky plans to his flawless one. Okay, on to the next piece of this incredible puzzle. The second condition from the Maxim is all about timing. The answer arrives at the time he wills, not when we will. Our internal clock, let's face it, is usually set to now. We want that thing, and we want it yesterday. I mean, we live in a world of instant gratification, right? Same-day delivery, instant downloads. We're not used to waiting. But divine timing, that operates on a completely different calendar. It's a calendar where the gift shows up at the exact perfect moment it's meant to. Not a second too early and not a second too late. Okay, I need you to really lean in for this next part because, for me, this is the most mind-blowing insight of all. This is an idea that could completely flip how you see prayer forever. Just let that sink in for a second. The very thought that pops into your head, that desire that arises in your heart to pray for something, that feeling is the sign. It's the signal from God that what you're about to ask for has already been prepared for you. You're not starting the conversation. Your prayer is actually the response. The source material gives this beautiful analogy for it. Imagine you're walking down the street and all of a sudden you smell the most amazing food cooking. That smell creates a desire in you to eat it. You didn't just invent that desire out of thin air. The food, which already existed, created it in you. It's the same thing with prayer. God prepares the object, the answer to your prayer. Then you spiritually perceive it sent from a distance, and that perception is what sparks the dua in your heart. You're being invited to ask for something that's already waiting for you. So, when you put all these pieces together, the guaranteed response, his choice, his timing, and this secret sign, what do you get? It all comes down to a radical new perspective, learning to truly trust the divine plan. So let's wrap this up with the key takeaways. Number 1, prayer is worship, not a transaction. It is not a cosmic vending machine where you put in a prayer and get out a result. 2, God's knowledge of what's good for us is deeper than we can imagine. The goal isn't just about getting stuff, it's about building trust and a deeper recognition of the divine, what's known as Marifah. And finally, and please always remember this, a delay is not a denial. It's either redirection, protection, or preparation.
So I'm going to leave you with one final thought to chew on. What if prayer was never really about trying to get an answer from God? What if the whole point of the process, the waiting, the patience, the trust, is actually about God preparing us to be ready to finally receive what He has wanted to give us all along?